and so we've been doing this for over 15 years. And it's sowing seeds. You know, we don't see much results ourselves, but we sow seeds, and you know, some plants, others water, but God gives the increase. He saves sinners. You know, we have to be faithful to Him. And so we also meet people in the tours also. We get their address and we deliver them books. We have a book on Jerusalem, and so we give them this book for free on Jerusalem. And I used to work a lot with students in the university. We had a lot of students coming to our meeting, and the past 6 months or 7 months I've been working in Tel Aviv with the refugees, you know, with the Sudanese refugees. And it's 4 days a week we go to Tel Aviv. Sometimes, I mean, 5 times a week. Mainly, the majority of the time is 4 times a week.
Refugees from which countries?
From Eritrea, and also from Sudan, from Darfur. And there's some other African people there, but it's not my job to help them, you know, because they're not really from refugees, you know, they're just economic people, you know. And if they come and want Bibles from me, you know, like we have Nigerians, you know, lots of Nigerians, and they always want free Bibles, so I go to them and tell them, you want a Bible? It costs you 20 shekels. And so when they give me the money, I give them the Bible, I give them the money back. So
okay.
Just that they appreciate it, you see. I don't sell Bibles, but I try and encourage them to really want the Bible. And if they really want the Bible, they'll find the money, bring them the money, and I'll give them the money back, you know. And but they have to pay for me, and then I give them back, you know. But mainly the Sudanese from Darfur, the Muslim. I mean, there's Eritreans, and which they're nominal Christian, you know, they're Orthodox Christians, but they don't really know the gospel, and we have Bibles in their language. But sadly, we haven't got many of them left now because we've given them all out, and we're hoping to print through the Bible Society another few thousand of them. In the next, I have to actually call them tomorrow, and try and order them so we can give them out to people. You know, some Bibles and books to them. And also we have people from Darfur. They're Muslim, and they're killed by the fellow Muslims from Khartoum and the north, because they're black, you know, they're tribal people, because there's Arab Muslims and there's African Muslims. And the Arab Muslims, they don't like the African Muslims, and they go in the villages and they don't believe they're Muslim enough, and they rape the women, they kill them, they cut open people, they do terrible things, you know. It's really, really sad. And then they flee to Egypt, and then they get treated badly in Egypt, and then because the Egyptians don't like them too, because they're black too. And they end up going to Israel, through the Sinai into Israel. And in fact, there's a lot of refugees also in Egypt. We have a friend, and they have it's called Refuge Egypt, and they have a center to help the refugees in Cairo itself. You know, and so it's pretty difficult, you know, because there's a war going on in Darfur, and so these people, they're Muslim, and they come to Israel, and they end up being in detention for a couple of weeks, and then they get. In fact, but how they go through the Sinai, and they pay the Bedouin some money. They go to Egypt, get a job, pay the Bedouin some money, or they sell some property in Darfur or whatever, and they get money. And then they put them in containers, maybe 100 people in the containers, and without air, anything. And 5 of them usually die, you know, because people die there. And then they get to the border, and then they have to run across the border, and the soldiers shoot them. Not Israeli soldiers, because Israelis don't shoot innocent people. You know, and it's against the law in Israel. You can only shoot someone if your life is in danger. But it's the Egyptian soldiers who shoot at the target practice on the Sudanese. And we've seen people with wounds and stuff, you know. And they come to Israel, and they end up going to a park, and that's why we meet them in the park. They go to the park, and then they go through, you know, some of them get jobs, and then they move out to houses. But they have a lot of, I mean, we give them food, and we gave them blankets. Like in the summer, in the winter, I gave thousands of blankets. I can't tell you exactly how many, but maybe 6, 7, 8,000 blankets I gave.